Hello everyone, welcome back to SPR Pythons. Today we've got just a very quick season overview. I'm not going to dwell on it too much obviously because you guys can all go back. I'm sure most of you have already watched all of the cutting videos and clutch updates for the year. I didn't bother doing a clutch update for the third clutch just because there was only two offspring and one of them has been a pain in the arse. I'll show you her in a minute because we're going to go through the rack and just have a look one last time at the season. So I didn't bother with that one, but yeah, I mean, you'll see it today anyway, so get an idea of what's going on there. But just wanted to do a final season overview because as you'll notice on the board behind me, I've got the new pairings up, I've got the board wiped off, and I'm starting to think about next year now. It all comes around very quickly, so I mean, I've just got obviously the last clutch feeding and then I'm starting to look at pairing again, so it's very quick in the way that it comes around again. I did start pairing up in September last year, but this year I'm just going to wait, I think, until October, just to give those four that did lay a little bit longer. If they want to go again, it gives them that chance to get some more weight onto them. But also, I've got a couple of females in the racks. For example, the Enchi Calico Heifer Pied, who is slightly too small at the minute, and I want to get into next year's season, so by giving her that little bit of extra time, hopefully she'll get a few meals into her, and we can get some size onto her and get her into the season. So there's no point in rushing it. But today's video is just going to be a very quick overview, looking at the females that laid, what condition they're in going into next year, and then obviously the females that didn't lay as well. So we did 9 pairings last year, got 4 clutches. I'm hoping that the dark tubs, are going to help with production next year, potentially just making that female feel a little bit more secure in the tub, and therefore going on to build follicles and hopefully give us eggs. But obviously time will tell. I'm also still trying to work out what substrate to do. So it's just a work in progress at the minute. For now, I'm still using honeycomb, because I've got plenty left over from the Vision tubs, so I might as well get through it. It's working fine, to be fair, because the V35 fits perfectly the back of an FB10, and then sort of an a V18 folded in half works to the front, so it's working perfectly fine. Hatchings are on Megazorb, and the adults are also on V35 with a cutout for the water dish. So I'm just working substrates through at the minute, and then once I've got to the end of that, I'll start to have a little bit more of a think about what I want to really do for the substrates, because the paper can get slightly annoying if I'm honest. But let's crack on. So the first female that we bred this year, or the last year now, was this beautiful pied female. I love this girl. She's really nice low white pied, which is exactly what I love in my animal, because you get to see all of that pattern. So this girl came from Ethan Nahajek of Snakes on the Go Courier Service before. I think he left the hobby maybe, I'm not sure, I haven't heard from him, but unfortunately she didn't go on to lay a clutch of eggs last year, so obviously she's got a really nice body condition going into next year. Next one that we bred was this beautiful Pastel Pied. So this girl will be doing a repeat pairing, so she'll be going over the Enchi Orange Dream, 100% Het Ultramale, 50% Het for Pied. I'll be talking about the pairings in another video coming up soon, just about what we're going to be doing next year. Moving on to the first female that laid last year, or as I say, the year just gone, is this absolutely stunning Enchi Pinstripe Yellow Belly, 100% Het for Pied, which I now think is Calico, because we produced a bunch of Calicos, and I've spoke to a few breeders such as Ute Rabe, Debbie Davis, and a few others, and suspect that the Calico is on the mum's side, which would make her an Enchi Pinstripe Yellow Belly Calico Het for Pied. I won't tell you in today's video her plans for next year. I did actually tell it in a video already if you've noticed it, but I think that's my most anticipated clutch, just because with her being a Het Pied, I'm hoping, obviously I don't think I hit a visual pied this year, so I'm hoping she's Het Pied. If she has got the 4 genes, she's an absolutely incredible female. So moving on to the next girl that laid us a clutch of eggs is this absolutely stunning quality Pastel 100% double Het for Clam Pie proven. As I said when I cut the clutch, I had no doubts that she was going to prove, because she was from an absolute top breeder here in the UK, and she did go on to lay a clutch of eggs and obviously hit that amazing Clam Pie. So absolutely stunning, and you can see her body condition is absolutely fantastic. The next one that didn't breed this year, who I definitely am putting into the plans this year, I absolutely love this girl. I don't get attached to my animals because I see the hobby for what it is, and that, you know, unfortunately we do have to move animals on quite often for different breeding reasons, and for sort of having those upgrades as such in genetics. So I don't like getting attached to my animals because I don't want it to hurt, quite frankly, if I move the animal on. But this girl does have a sentimental value to me, just because it was the first Het Pied I picked up from Tony Casaneri at Design Reptiles, who has just produced the world's first Bongo Hurricane Clown, which looks amazing. I'm not a clown guy, as you all know. I love the clowns, but I don't work with them. But if you could get that head from the Bongo Hurricane Clown onto a pied, I think you're onto a winner. It was absolutely phenomenal. And then the last two girls that were bred that did go on to lay this year, one of them needs a clean out. This is early morning. But this is a black pastel 100% Heifer pied, and I'll just show you her body condition after laying is absolutely incredible. So she is fed every single offering since laying her clutch of eggs. She literally fed the day after laying. So she is absolutely beautiful. I can't remember what she weighed in at. My brother probably wants to watch because he might get tagged by the cinnamon over there. These girls have become, I wouldn't get that close, Jay. These girls have become very aggressive since laying their clutches of eggs, which is obviously good for feeding responses. But this girl here, as you can see, is a cinnamon Heifer pied, who, the only reason I tell my brother to get a little bit further away is because he's not a snake guy, and this girl has flown out at me a couple of times recently, so she's really getting a little bit feisty, but I don't mind that. But you can see, again, this girl's got some nice body condition going on. She took a while to get back onto food, and to be honest, again, it's another repeat pairing for this year coming up. I am going to go for the 8-ball pieds one last time. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I am, just because obviously there is less risk with the 8-balls than there was the panda, so I do want to give it one more shot. But that was the females that bred this year, or, you know, I at least paired up this year. There is a bunch more in here that I'm going to be breeding. I'll go into it all in the season plans video that's going to be coming up soon, just because effectively there's no reason why every single female in that rack doesn't breed for us next year, so we shall see. But moving on to this year that was just passed, one final look sort of at the clutch, or the clutches that we did produce. So this was the first clutch. So you can see I'm on the Megazord for these hatchlings now, which has worked absolutely perfectly, to be fair. So this is a female black pewter 100% Heifer pied who's going off to a UK buyer or UK breeder, and I hope that he has great success with her. She is an absolute stunner. I kind of wish I could have kept her for her creamy colours, because she has got some amazing sort of just beautiful colours to her. I had a black pewter het pied male that looked absolutely nothing like this before, so I actually think this is better than the one I had. But obviously I've got the black pastel het pied adult, so I really don't need her. And then the sibling, the female pied, who I had absolutely no intentions of keeping, but this girl is just absolutely beautiful. So she is going to be staying, purely because I had a phone call with Darren Hughes at Neighbours Constrictors. So thank you very much, Darren, for obviously giving me the advice. Darren has given me some fantastic advice over the year since I really got to know him. I've known him a little bit longer than that now, I believe, but over the last year, Darren has given me some amazing advice, and anyone will tell you Darren's a top bloke, so if you need advice, I'm sure he'll give it to you. But I gave him a phone call about this girl here, and he was just like, if you have no plans for it now, you might as well keep it, because, oh no, sorry, if you don't know if you have plans for something, you might as well keep it, because at the end of the day, I don't know if I have plans for this female in a couple of years' time, so I don't want to sell her and then regret it, whereas if I've got her, I can keep her until I really know for sure whether I need her or not. Obviously, the other two that were in this clutch was the normal het pied, who sold and went off to a new breeder in the UK, so I wish him the best of luck with that female. That was a great feeling to have him up here and just show him some of the little bits I've got here, and obviously show him some of my production, because you can see the excitement that he's got going into his first season. I think maybe this year, otherwise the next year on. But obviously for me, producing that normal het pied was it was great. I'm not gonna say it wasn't, but obviously, like, we don't shoot for a normal het pied, so obviously I knew as soon as I saw it, it wasn't going to be staying here. But what I absolutely love about the hobby, and what I love about selling it to him specifically, is that was his first entering into a recessive project. For him, that's a massive animal, so having the pleasure of meeting him and selling him that was fantastic for me. And then obviously the pied, which unfortunately, panda pied, which did unfortunately pass away. So the first one in the second clutch was obviously in here, but it's not here anymore, was the banana pinstripe yellow belly / gravel posset pied, who went off to, again, a young breeder here in the UK. Absolutely stunning banana pinstripe enchy 66% Heifer pied, which, as I said in the clutch reveal, is a female, which is absolutely incredible, obviously, because she effectively should have been a male from the banana sex ratio. And then this absolutely stunning male. So this absolutely beautiful boy is one of the ones which I'm not quite sure what we have here, and one of the reasons that we know Calico is in the pairing. So, as I said, I think I said it in the video, but I've got this down now as a banana pinstripe enchy yellow belly / gravel, And then Calico, 66% het for pied. An absolutely stunning boy. He's about 250 grams now. He's putting it on well, and that's just from feeding the hatchlings every 4 days. They're doing really well. He'll probably go on to the normal sort of feeding schedule of once a week very shortly, just because he is gaining that weight incredibly fast. And then the next two females are, again, holdbacks, absolutely beautiful. What confirmed the Calico in the pairing for me and for a lot of people that I spoke to about this clutch. I'll put them side by side, and you can see two absolutely beautiful Calico yellow belly / gravel, 66% het for pieds. Now, one of them is a lot darker. This one is a lot darker. So I'm hoping that this one's gravel and that one might be yellow belly, but obviously it is a complete guess until proven. But I just can't wait to see these girls growing in my collection because they are absolutely just so vibrant. I know they're young and they might lose a little bit of colour, but with it being dark, one of the darkening genes, well, the way that it's worked together, it's created a really nice, dark, vibrant snake. It should keep that as it grows. And obviously there is a ringer there, so I'm hoping that it is a het pied as well. But, you know, we can't prove any of that until, you know, they get to breeding weight. Finally, sorry, not finally, but finally for the holdbacks on that clutch is again another male, which we're not 100% sure on what it is. So I've got this one down as Banana Enchy Highway, Posset Pied. It could be Calico, or I've had a few experienced breeders say to me it is a visual pied, but I'm not going to get excited until proven. Again, he's around 250 grams, doing really well. I would like to get both of those males into this upcoming season, or at least one of them, even if they only bred one female or something like that, just to get an idea of what's going on, but mainly to try and replicate these because they're absolutely stunning. A little part of me can't help but wonder what a super banana version of this would look like, with no black spots and just, oh, I can't wait. So that was actually, no, that's not the last one. This was the biggest clutch. I always forget the 7th because it's on a different row. But this was the final one from that clutch who needs a clean. And so this one is a Banana Calico yellow belly / gravel, 66% het for pied. Another male, which is going off on the cold-blooded movements run in September. Another absolutely stunning male. I was really, really chuffed with that clutch. The banana ratio I got was incredible. And obviously to hit a female and 5 holdbacks is just fantastic. Next up was the third clutch, which, as I said, I didn't update you on. So this is a female pied. And as you see, compared to everything else I've shown you, is very, very small. So this girl has been a right little bugger with feeding. So she's had 4 assist feeds so far and has absolutely no intentions of taking a meal on her own. I've tried live, I've tried defrost, I've tried everything. So I should just keep assist feeding her until eventually she gets the idea and hopefully picks it up for herself. But if we compare her to her sibling, who was obviously hatched on the same day, you can see the size difference. And so this I've now got down as just the 8-ball, 100% het for pied. Beautiful, beautiful female. Now this girl had some weird belly issues going on there. So when she came out of the egg, she almost kicked some of the yolk back out, and this didn't seal up. I will try and put a video over the top now of a video I took about a month ago where you could actually see the inside of the snake, which was really peculiar. So what I did was stop feeding her for a couple of weeks, put her back on paper towel with a little bit of F10 sprayed on, and that seems to have done the trick. So I was really happy about that because both of those are holdbacks. Again, can never have too many female pieds, and going back to that thing that Darren said, if you don't know if you've got a plan for it, keep it. And at 8-ball het pied, just the all black snake, I couldn't let myself sell it on, even though I don't necessarily need it. Moving on to the final clutch, an absolutely stunning, you guys saw these on my most recent video, so I won't dwell on these too long. Stunning male, Pastel 66% het for pied. All of this clutch, the 2 that I'm holding back, and then the other 4 are now sold. One of them went off to the charity event that Sam did, and then the other 3 sold instantly as soon as I put that video out, so I was well happy with that response. Didn't expect it at all. This girl's had an absolutely stunning shed, and again, we'll take a pop shot at you, but this girl is a stunning Pastel Clown, 66% het for pied, and again, female. I'm definitely keeping this one. As I said in my reveal video, I would be mad to sell this one or even move it on. Just an absolutely stunning, powerful, real powerful female when you think about it. 3, 4, and 5, I won't dwell on because they're all Pastel 66% het for pieds. 2 females, 1 male, and all of them are sold. So the third one went off to the charity event, and then these two went off to another person in the UK. So beautiful pickups. Hopefully they prove out for all of the guys that have bought them, because that would make it really fulfilling for me to see that they've proved out for them. And then finally, the crown jewel of the collection, obviously. Oh, that's the wrong tub. The crown jewel of the collection now is this absolutely stunning Pastel Clam Pie. So unfortunately this girl's in shed, so you're not going to get to see her true colours. But just an absolutely beautiful female. Just absolutely stunning. In fact, I'll keep this one out and we'll grab a couple more just to hold, just to show you the real sort of luck in general that I got from the first season. So these, I would say, are my three standouts for the year. So as I said, Pastel Clam Pie, Banana Enchy Highway Posset Pied, I think, and then I think that's the full jack sort of without the highway. Absolutely stunning, and you think about, like, that is just an unreal first season. I've not even shown you my other 7 holdbacks. It's just, I only planned on having 3 or 4 maximum holdbacks for my first year, and then the odd gods just absolutely just gave me everything, and I couldn't quite believe it. And obviously it would have been 11 had the panda survived. You know, I can't help but think, imagine these 3 with a panda on top, it would have just been phenomenal. But either way, I'm not going to dwell on the sadness of that. It was an absolutely incredible first season, and then to end it the way I did was just phenomenal. But that was just SPR's sort of season in review. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I really have enjoyed bringing this to you. The next video will be the plans for next year, and you can start to see that we don't stop here. We keep going, and hopefully we can make some even more incredible animals. But I'm really thankful for the support I've had from all of you, from obviously losing that first dream animal, and the outreach that I got, to the sort of amazing sort of congratulations. And didn't really get any sort of jealousy for the clown pie. I got a little bit, but not too much at all. A lot less than I expected when I sort of first saw the clown pie and the egg. So I really just have a massive thank you to say for everyone that supported me, and sort of stuck with me through everything. It's going to be an incredible next 2021 season going forward, especially when you consider these are all going to be starting to go into the plans now in the next 2 or 3 years. It's just absolutely mental to see what the future could hold, even. I can't speak. But as I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Make sure you stay tuned so we can have a look at what these 14 parents down the side are here. And then I think that's about it, to be fair. In terms of YouTube, I'm going to slow right down until sort of next year's breeding season kicks off again. Doing the odd unboxing here and there, and maybe the odd video. But I'm going to slow it down just because work is getting absolutely manic. But also, I don't want to start repeating myself. Obviously, where I did the weekly uploads for about 6 months, I sort of went through most of the content that I wanted to bring to you guys. So I'm going to slow it down. But as I say, I won't be disappearing. I'll still be on Instagram. My DMs will always be open. Just ping us a message. I'm always active. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, guys.